Skipping intro. I want to remind everybody from the get-go that this is just about the demo, not the full game, and I'll judge that when it comes out. But the Mega Man 11 demo makes some really concerning design choices, and I really hope these won't be carried into the full game because I really want this to be good. So, while I'll just say right now that I found the Blockman stage really underwhelming for only bringing 2 new platforming ideas to Mega Man, and one of them I'm being a bit generous, my biggest concern is the over-reliance on the gear system. Perhaps I'm misreading it, but it seems as though Blockman's block-splitting move is impossible to dodge without this mechanic, or at the very least, would require a lot of practice. And the footage I'm seeing of Fuseman isn't filling me with hope in this regard. Perhaps I'm in the minority on this, but I don't really feel as though a Mega Man game should be so heavily reliant on these new mechanics. Now don't get me wrong, I don't believe that Mega Man shouldn't change or shouldn't welcome new mechanics, but I don't feel that these are integrating with the classic Mega Man formula as well as they could have been. This seems more like the type of mechanic you'd see Intercreates use in Azure Striker Gunvolt or Concept in let's not talk about that. For those of you not familiar, the gear system, or more accurately, the double gear system, is seemingly Capcom's attempt at changing the Mega Man formula a little bit. And for what it's supposed to do, it works well. You have the option to use a high-powered buster to just demolish enemies, or you can slow down time and give yourself a chance to react. And this is where I take issue. You give yourself the chance to react, which is kind of what games like Mega Man are fundamentally about. I mean, sure, I'm all for games where if you don't know what's coming, there's a chance you'll get hit. That's been a fundamental of games for years. But I am not okay with moves that I cannot anticipate without relying on a system that there is no indication that I need to use. I have to take the hit, then hope not to screw it up next time. And that's the problem. This isn't a Mega Man has a new arsenal to approach enemies in a different way, but seems more like a you're going to be reliant on this mechanic, otherwise you can't win. Which means the game just sort of plays like Mega Man, but misses the mark just a little bit. Now, it's possible the full game isn't that reliant on this system, and that the demo was built with the idea of showing off the levels that most use this new mechanic. And if so, perfect. I could deal with a lackluster Mega Man level here and there. I played Network Transmission. But overall, I'd like to see these mechanics better integrated with what we already know Mega Man to be, and not forced onto an already proven formula. That said, the idea of boss fights with multiple phases is very cool and adds a nice dynamic layer to each boss fight rather than rinsing and repeating the same moveset, and I really hope they do more with that. Either way, I'm cautiously optimistic because I just really need more Mega Man. And I mean good Mega Man and not this weird knockoff shit we've been getting. And maybe I'll have more to say about that in the near future? Yeah, I do. I have a Mega Man Legends video coming. I really like Legends. And you're gonna find out why.
Who the heck is that blue boy?
Anyway, thanks for watching me bitch about a demo. And for those of you wondering where I've been, well, let's just say the whole post-grad job hunt has led to some very cool opportunities, and you might hear more about that soon. By the way, I tried some experimental sound mixing with this one, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about it, because I tried to mix it so that it sounded better on phones and laptops, and unfortunately I'm only limited to the devices that I possess, so I need to know, did it sound good to you guys, or did it sound worse than my other videos? Please, let me know in the comments. Anyway, have a good one.